That time is 12 noon on this Friday afternoon, May 10th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel News Report this Friday afternoon, May 10th, 2019. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. It is 12 noon on this Friday afternoon, and we have a temperature of 55 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel News Report is President Trump defined as trade penalties kick in as it warns that China there is no more to come. Or more to come. Trump may be underestimated in Iran's resolve of resistant nuclear sanctions. 2 soldiers killed in French-led rescue of 4 hostages in Burkina Faso. 3 production companies say they won't film interest after abortion law signed. Man arrested after cops find over 1,000 guns at Los Angeles mansion. North Korean requests U.S. send famous basketball players to normalize relations. Duke Tapas restaurant promises totally different dining for fall waiver. A teacher battling cancer must pay for her own substitute in California. It's the law. Suspected Colorado STEM shooter was a bully, made jokes about school shootings. Students said. Chelsea, then is free from jail, placed a new subpoena in a WikiLeaks case. U.S. takes control of North Korea's sanctions busting ship. Doesn't fear dead as migrant boat capsized off Tunisia. U.S. warns military ships of possible Iranian attacks in the Middle East. Stoughton reduces annual pay raise for town employees. Brock the man indicted on federal gun and drug charges. Elon Musk is wrong on taxi timing of robo-taxi timing. Uber CEO Derek Khosrowshahi said, Boston Beer Company merged with Dogfish Head in $300 million deal. Party City closes dozens of stores amid global helium shortage. India's richest man just bought the world's oldest toy store. Look at that stock now, down 275.46 at 25, 552.90, and that's B5 down 32.57 at 23.15, the Nasdaq down 116.66 at 77.93.93. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov next week during a trip to Sochi, Russia. The State Department announced Friday. Reigns of French soldier notified, South Korean military said. Americans rescued from Burkina Faso with 3 efforts. 2 French commandos died. EU Chief President Woods chosen to say in second referendum. Trump praises South Korean firm and $3 billion investment in Louisiana plant. Higher gasoline costs sent cuts the price index soared in April. More than 55,000 children can be displaced by a federal plan to force undocumented immigrants from Papua New Guinea children are legal U.S. residents and citizens. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov next week during a trip to Sochi, Russia, the State Department announced Friday. Following multiple rounds of severe thunderstorms and flooding already this week, more heavy rain and thunderstorms are in store for the south central United States into the weekend. California Governor Gavin Newsom has added $4 billion to his proposed budget debate on state debt center for health insurance for all undocumented immigrants. The ill-fated Taunton nurse home as the medical director hiring of Dr. David H. Weintraub follows an agreement signed last Thursday by former medical director Dr. Ryan J. Welter. Brockton, a car crashed for a building at Frederick Douglass Avenue on Thursday evening, burst into flames and set the building on fire. Brockton police officer came in upon the crash during his regular shift. Plymouth officer and protest closures in state limits. A star in the Big Dipper is an alien invader. NASA telescope reveals secrets in ancient galaxy that lit up the universe. Unique genetic intervention lets deep sea fish see color in darkness. Gilead will donate Truvada for HIV prevention. Health official warned of hepatitis C strain in Iowa, and student who sued over chickenpox vaccination requirement now has chickenpox. Peter Chill News Time is 12:04, and it's now for Peter Chill Sports Report. Boston's Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. First of 3 games at Fairmont Park game time, 7 o'clock. Boston's starting teammate sick up for Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant was in Salvador, so the Warriors replace him. Who knows what to make for these? As Joel Embiid needs to step up and force a game 7 in. One fighter heavy, another butt scratched. Peter Chill News Time, 12:04. Time now for Peter Chill. Driving in transit check. Beep! This weekend, Fitchburg Line service was suspended in both directions between Porter Square and North Station for Green Line extension work and free subway connector to provide at Porter Square and North Station. And Thursday out looking good. Okay. Look at the highways and byways of New England. 3 on the southbound side, so between the Braintree split down to Marshfield, 3 on the northbound side, so on the Braintree and Route 93, Little Slow and 7 between Boston and Braintree. 495 on the southbound side between Route 2 and 290 in the Bible area. 295, slow on Route 6 in Johnson. Route 6 eastbound side around High Stretch, 95 on the northbound side, so 128 in Kenton, and 95 on the southbound side around New London on 395. Merritt Parkway westbound side of the West End Stretch, and 84 eastbound side, also west over down to Hartford, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, Little Thorn and Waterbury, Connecticut, and 213 in westbound side, Little Thorn between 495 and 93 up in the Methuen Stretch, and Interstate 8789, 91 on the southbound side, Little Thorn and U.S. Canadian up in Vermont, and hour to 55 southbound side, so before the U.S. Canadian in Vermont, and 95 southbound side to the Waterville, Maine. Peter Children's time is 12:05. Time now for weather report. Rain showers in line from 7 Maine down to Central New Hampshire, then on to 7 Vermont, and none for Western Massachusetts, and a heavy and a moderate wind north of Springfield and started up in Orange, Massachusetts, and heavy band rain then around Concord and west of local area temperature around Interstate 93 and Interstate 89. All right, look at that forecast. Goes like this. For this afternoon, just showers, and it's classified at 61 degrees. Top of about 10 miles, cut out 32 miles, and I just positioned at 40%. You put out less than 10 minutes possible tonight. Chance of showers before 10 p.m. The chance of showers down between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. tonight. Slight chance of showers about 3 a.m. Punch fog before 1 a.m. or classified about 52 degrees. And south about 5 to 9 miles, I cut out 20 miles, and I just positioned 40%. Do 3 miles less than 10 minutes possible. How much possible thunderstorms for Saturday? Both sun skies are about 66 about 45 degrees. North is about 5 to 8 miles an hour for Sunday. Slight chance of showers between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Punch sun skies about 58 low about 44 degrees. And chance of is 30% for Monday. Showers like me up to 70 and mostly clouds about 55 low about 48 degrees. East at about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Just picture to 6% for Tuesday. Church showers, both skies got 54 about 41 degrees. North was about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Just picture 45% for Wednesday. Sunday, mostly clouds about 59 about 44 degrees. North was about 6 miles an hour. And for Thursday, part sky about 60 degrees. The carbon coming southwest one 5 miles in the afternoon. And right now, Norton it is overcast at 55. That's going to be for the Peter Chill News Award on this Friday afternoon, May 10th, 2019. Viewers, hope you have a good afternoon with a good positive attitude. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you for an evening report. Hope you have a good afternoon.